It's almost Mother's Day, so I'm going to make a card for my lovely mum, and I think I know what I'm going to do. It's time to gather some supplies. I don't know whether I'm going to do inking and stamping and watercolouring, or whether I am going to use some 12 by 12 pattern paper and do some fussy cutting. I'll gather some bits and pieces and I'll take you down and we'll make a card together. And Blue's deciding what she wants to play with. Yes. She says, shall we have some paper? We'll have a little sniff at what's going on down here. Oh, yeah, we'll have a little play with that. No, we can't use that for paper crafting, Blue. Shall we show everybody what we've got? So, as I said in my introduction, I think I know what I'm going to make. I'm going to make a Bendi card. It's a little bit like a balcony card. I have made those before. And this might have a little bit of a balcony card element to it. But essentially, we're doing a Bendi card. And I thought I'd use some of my Prima marketing paper. So, there's various things in here. So, I'm part of Cheryl Simone Crafts design team, and I've got some papers left that have got lovely flowers and floral elements on them. And then, so she sent me that as part of something. I've not got a lot left. And then I recently, earlier this year, bought this Alice paper, Lost in Wonderland, and there are some beautiful floral papers in here. So I'm going to have a little look through and see what I want to use. And this card folds flat for postage, and obviously I'm going to be hand delivering it, so I could make this bigger if I wanted to. I've cut here a piece of black card that is 5 by 7 inches, and I'm looking for a nice piece of floral paper to act as a background. And I want something, oh, you see, that's nice. I think that's on the other side. I like that bit of clock there. I might use that for something else. My mum likes black and she likes dramatic things, but I'm thinking, because this is fairly plain here, thinking that would be quite a nice background. Where's the clock? It's there. Or I could use this. I like that bit. Do I want it like that? Oh, yes. We're going to go here. So, I'm going to cut my branding strip off. Blue is being very helpful by sitting on my paper trimmer. Let's just cut this off, Blue. Can you just mind your tail? Because I don't want to trim your tail, do I? She's wagging at the birds. Now, let me just check the other side. These papers are absolutely beautiful, and I will leave a link to Cheryl's online shop. You see, I've forgotten the bit I wanted now. It's this, isn't it? Yes. Yes. So, I want this bit to be 7. So, I'm going to cut up here, but I only want to cut up to about 5. I'm cutting there, you can't see because I'm out of shot, turning my paper over and lining it up at, you see, I don't even want it 5 by 7, I need it less, but this will give us a start. There we go. I'm going to cut this down to 6 3/4 by 4 3/4. So just bear with. I'm trimming using my paper trimmer so that I'm getting the best out of the paper. So this needs to now be 6 3/4. Cut up there. And you see I've preserved my clock there, which is what I wanted. We'll put that down there. And then I want this to be 4 3/4. So this is going to provide a nice backdrop for the card. And we're going to sort through in a minute and find some flowers to fussy cut. But first of all, I'm going to glue this straight on here. Do you know, I've been using pink frog glue in this fine tip applicator for a very long time. And I went into Dragon's Papercraft last week to see if I could get some more, because I had a big bottle of it that I used to fill up this little bottle here. And Hazel was filming for Create and Craft, so she wasn't there. But her husband Paul said, "We can't get it anymore. Can't get it for love nor money. We're looking to find another glue that will work as well." So yes, I don't know what I'm going to do. I've bought a little thing of Cosmic Shimmer to see how I get on with that. Now at this stage, it doesn't matter which way I stick this on, because we haven't decided on a right or wrong way. But I'm just centering this. It's about right, like so. In fact, actually that is the right way, because if you look at the hands of the clock. But I want this, actually oh, I don't know. I'm going to have it that way because I want it a bit clearer at the top, and it doesn't matter about those hands being the wrong way. My mum won't notice. And then I'm going to score through both layers at 3.5. Being careful not to shift the layer that I've just glued down. There we go. And then I'm going to fold this way, or burnish here as well, so that I can make sure I've got through both of those layers. And then I'm going to burnish it. I'm going to write a message on this portion here, but I shall decorate the front of the card later on. Don't need you just now, but I will need it. So lining up my corners, and then just, I find it easier to do it this way than burnish, score and burnish each bit separately. And there we go. So that is the base of our card. Now, one thing that I do need is a strip that is, it can be anywhere between 1 inch and 2 inches deep, but I need it 7 3/4 inches wide. And I think this bit here might be quite nice. So blue is sitting very helpfully right in the middle of the paper trimmer. I think I'm gonna cut mine at 1 3/4. And then I need 7 3/4, which brings me to about here. And if I've cut through my clock, I should be very sad. I haven't, that's all right. Right, let's get this lined up here. And just chop down. Okie dokie. So there is my piece for the bottom. Got a little bit there that didn't quite trim right. And then what I need to do with this, we'll have it that way. Is that? God, I can't get my numbers right. That's 9, isn't it? Is it? Oh, I see. Yes, the clock's on its wonk. Yes. So what I need to do with this now is score each side at 1/2 inch. Get it on your inches, sound, Ashley. Which means that I'm getting rid of a little bit of this clockage, but never mind. And here. And I'm going to maybe stick or glue on here a sentiment of some sort that says Happy Mother's Day. And I'm going to glue this straight down and embellish later. Yes, this is nearly empty. So I have got 2 glues that I bought. I bought a Studio Light glue, which is what Hazel's using now, but it's too thick to put in a small bottle. It does have a small applicator, but not as fine as what I've got. Now I'm opening my card out here and I'm lining this up with the edge of my backing paper, like so. Burnish that down. And you see that when you open the card up, it forms this bendy bit. So we haven't scored this in half. If you were doing a balcony card, you would score that in half so that when you opened it, it had that crease line and formed a point. But this is a bendy card. So my aim now is to kind of do a little floral display that pops up in the middle. So I'm going to select some flowers to cut. And I think this is really nice already. It's quite dramatic. My mum loves black, so that's why I've done a black card base, and I can write either in silver pen or white pen my message there. And I'm going to choose some dramatic flowers. I don't want to use anything from this because this is nice as it is, and in fact actually that could be quite a nice card front. So I'm going to set that to one side over there and just have a little flick through, find some sheets with some flowers to cut. Now this is a difficult one because I like all the cutter parts on this, so I don't necessarily want to use that. This has got edges and I'm really looking for whole flowers, and that's the same. Now there are some flowers here that we could use, and what I might do actually is put them on some acetate. So this ties in nicely with colours that we've got, with the peach and the pale pink and the dark red. So I think I could fussy cut some elements from this. And you see, I'm not too bothered about this side of paper. So that's a definite for some fussy cutting. There are some elements on here, but I think that's going to be too big for the dimensions of the card. And I think these flowers are too big. So we don't need that. This is what we've got already here. I like this little element, but I wonder if we've got a bit on here that we could cut. Yeah, so I could cut this as an element. And in fact, I'm going to just trim that now and select that so I can fussy cut that. And I've still got my clock intact for another time, all for the front of the card, so we'll put that over there. I've also got this part that I didn't use, but I think this is better because it's got a little bit more plain around it. And yeah, so I'm going to keep this bit handy there. This can go back in here, that can go in my strip scraps drawer. Okay, so I'm keeping all my little elements together that I want to fussy cut. That's just some scrap that we'll keep in here. And then there's this, what's on the other side. A nice big Alice paper, but we don't want that today. And then there's some nice dramatic things on here, but I think I'm going to stick with what I've got. I mean, this is a beautiful collection. I will link, as I said, Cheryl down below, and I will link her. I'll link this pad if she's still got it. So that is that. I don't think I want to use anything from the other because the colours don't quite go, although they are rather beautiful. Although saying that, I've just seen this. So I keep all of my bits. Oh, look, this is handy. So these are already fussy cut. That's quite nice. Oh, but no, I am going to keep with all of them fussy cut so that I can regulate my border, as it were. But I do like the look of this. So I wonder if these flowers would blend in. I'm not quite sure which collection this was. No, I think we'll keep with all roses the same. So this one is going to go away. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to fussy cut loads of elements. You don't need to see me do that. I will come back in a little while. So it is about an hour later now, and I've done all my fussy cutting, and I didn't think you'd want to see me do this because it is quite boring, but I've cut out my chosen elements and I've put them on acetate strips so that they're kind of floating when I open my card up like this. So fold flat for postage. I've gone over the top of the card, but that's fine. I'm going to make my own envelope. So I know that I need to make a envelope that is 6.5 by 7. That's not a problem. I can do that. And just to show you, I put a little bit of red liner tape on the back of my element and then stick a piece of acetate down, and then I put another bit of red liner tape on the front of the acetate because that's going to go down. So I'm just going to pivot and see where I want this final butterfly. And oh, it's all getting caught up. I think I kind of want it hovering so that it's near this leaf. So it looks like it's going to land here on this leaf. So I'm going to take my backing off my red liner tape. What I don't like about red liner tape is the backing sticks to your fingers, doesn't it? So I'm just going to stand my card up and hold my element so that I can tuck it where I want it. So I want it to look as if it's landing on this leaf. It's a little bit fiddly. And then I'm going to just press my acetate down so that it's on the back of this bendy bit. Now, because I've used this happy element, so there's 2 layers of card there. There's the black shadow, and then there's this, which is the Julie Hickey profile die. I think you can still get these. It is a bit kind of bulky, so this bendy element isn't bending in as circular fashion as I would like. So when Mum has taken the card out of the envelope, I will pivot with it a bit and kind of just gently bend this into a circular shape, if you like, so that it'll bend nicely. And then the Mother's Day bit is from again another little Julie Hickey set, very useful, lots of little bits, so you can have a big happy Mother's Day, etc. Oh, there's my red liner tape backing. So that's what I've done to the inside. And then on the front, I've used a scrap of the paper and I've just stamped this sentiment from, again, another Julie Hickey stamp set. This is designed by somebody, and it's got just to say, so we've got just to say inside, Happy Mother's Day. And then this is why I don't throw any of my scraps away. What have I just done with it? I think I've knocked it on the floor. I had a little strip. Oh, here it is. Yes, I've just knocked it on the floor. This little strip from fussy cutting, I've just punched out using this really, really old punch, a couple of little butterflies to give a nod to the butterfly that we've got on the outside. And I've just matte and layered this on a little bit of black and a little bit of gold to pick up on the gold in this. And the reason I didn't centre this sentiment was I wanted that little bit of art to come through. And then the clock stroke teapot bit, I've just put a little tiny gem in the middle there. So that is my bendy card. Comment down below, what do you think? Will you have a go at this? Do share and do like and give a thumbs up, all that stuff. Hit the notification bell. Oh, I've just seen the squirrel has knocked my blooming bird feeder off, the naughty squirrel. Yes, and subscribe if you're not already. Do take care. I'll be back with another crafting video very soon. Bye now.